Chapter 4, Using Instructional Strategies to Achieve 21st Century Learning Study Plan by Bianca Lucerna. A brief summary of the chapter from my perspective. Well, this chapter 4 is about teaching and student strategies and the variety that can be used. For example, lectures, drill and practice, presentation, demonstration, and all these other sorts of things. What did I hope? Well, I hope to use this knowledge that I gained in my future classroom. For example, combining student and teaching-centered activities for my class, because I think that you need both of them in order to properly succeed in this field. What did I do? I studied, I read, I took notes in class about chapter 4, and hopefully it stuck in my mind. What insight did I draw out of that? Well, I drew out that all of this is going to be important as an instructor. A teacher needs to know what type of materials that they want to teach. For example, some teachers use old traditional methods of teacher-centered activities, and then more modern teachers tend to use these student-centered activities because that's what is more common now. What is my takeaway from this week's class and chapter? Well, like I said before, this week's class and chapter was mainly about teacher and student-centered activities. So in the next two pictures, I'm going to explain in more detail about what exactly they are. Teacher-centered strategies are those directly specified by the teacher, and they focus on the teacher serving to direct the learning in very purposeful ways. Some instructional strategies that teachers use that are teacher-centered are presentations, and this could be in the form of PowerPoint, a flip chart, a video, or an overhead transparency. However, that is getting quickly outdated. The next one is demonstration. The teacher uses the actual chemical materials necessary for the demonstration of the experiment, for example. Or the teacher uses models, or even a video showing how to use chemicals, for example. Another one is drill and practice. The teacher will give out worksheets and have the students practice their knowledge that they learned, or they will use flashcards or even computer software. The next one, and the last one that I have here, is tutorials. The teacher prepares worksheets that guide students how to process the information, or even computer software does this as well. Or the teacher may select a video about the topic, or the teacher may even create an audio tape for the class. Student-centered strategies focus on the student, leading or directing the learning situation. The teacher still is responsible for planning and developing lessons that focus on the student at the center of learning. The teacher's role shifts to that